in a 200 square foot studio apartment. Yes, you heard that correctly. Not 300, not 400, 200 square feet. You're probably wondering, why would you do that to yourself? What's the reason? Last summer, I got a job offer and only had 2 weeks to find a place to live across the country. And as a new grad, I had a pretty low budget because I was broke. So that's why I ended up here. And no, this is not New York City. I wish it was. This is Atlanta, babes, okay? And yes, this is all of it in its entirety. So let me take you on a little tour. And don't worry, I'm moving out in a month, which is why I'm making this video. So I found somewhere with 3 times the space for just as much money, believe it or not. All right. This is it. It really isn't too bad, and I tried my best to decorate it all cute, and I try to keep it clean for the most part. This is my desk that I mainly use as a vanity. There's only one window in the whole unit, and it's this one, but unfortunately, since I do sleep here, I put blackout curtains up. And there's a tree right outside, which I like for privacy reasons, but it doesn't let that much light in anyway. So yes, I am pretty much living in a dungeon. This is my chest of drawers, which is amazing for storage. There's so much that I fit in there. Next to it, I have my mirror, which is a sad mirror, and I'm going to be upgrading it once I move. There's also no overhead lights above the bed, so that's kind of why I have this thing. And then I have my sad little TV, which everyone makes fun of me for, but hey, it's the perfect size for me, okay? Here is my beautiful bed. Even though I live in the world's smallest apartment ever, I am sleeping in luxury. And then I have my little walking pad here, which it's kind of dirty, so don't mind. I obviously don't have room for a full-size treadmill, so this is the best we can do. And when I'm not using it, I usually store it under the bed. There's also lots of things I store under the bed as well, which is why the bed skirt is such a need. And then there's my coffee table, which I'm also storing a bunch of stuff on. Moving back over here, we have the world's smallest itty bitty table. It is so cute, but I also will be getting rid of her once I leave. Gone but never forgotten. Many good meals eaten here. You know, I have little decorations hung up, try to make it home. Love my fairy lights. I don't care how old I get. I don't care if I buy a house. The fairy lights are always gonna. Here is my gym bag, which literally fits nowhere besides on top of this chest. And then my laundry basket, because unfortunately my laundry basket will not fit in the closet. Not even gonna try to open this because I have so many clothes and it's literally bursting at the seams and stuff will fall out if I open it. So just use your imagination. It's small. It barely fits anything. Moving on to the kitchen, if you can even call it that. I'll turn the light on. I like that the cabinets are white. I think it does help open the space a bit. However, I obviously don't have a dishwasher because, I mean, where is the room? Obviously don't have a washer and dryer. I think that goes without saying. And I don't really have a pantry. I mean, I could use any of these as the pantry, but I have so many dishes and cookware that I literally don't have room. So I just use this basket for all of my snacks. When it's time to use the stove, I have to move the basket over to here and then use the stove and then put it back once the stove is cool. I have the dish rack where I dry my dishes. There's my Nespresso and there's my air fryer, which I love to death. Here is the saddest kitchen faucet you'll ever see. Yeah, it only moves this way. Very inconvenient when washing dishes. Moving on to the world's smallest bathroom. Here she is. It's like really hard to show you because the door like gets in the way, but honestly, the shower is pretty big for what it is. And then I just store everything on this really nifty gold shower caddy thing. I know my mirror is dirty, but I can actually store a lot in here. So this is super helpful. There's also a cabinet right there. This sink honestly sucks. The pressure is awful. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. You know, I always have my little decorations everywhere. I also did mount a mirror up here, which I barely use because I mean, like, it's not practical. There's my trash can and my fridge. These are also brand new hardwood floors that they installed when I moved in, which was super nice of my landlord to do. After a year of living here, I can confidently say that I am ready to move on. And this is probably crazy for most people. Most people probably would think that this is insane and that they could never do it. But you have to remember, I just graduated college a year ago and I lived in dorms all 4 years with roommates. I'm used to small spaces, so it really wasn't that much of a shock to me. I would say the main thing that sucked for me wasn't even the lack of space, more more just the lack of a dishwasher and the lack of a washer and dryer. But other than that, the small space really does not bother me at all. I am much looking forward to having more space in my next place, but it really was not that bad for me. It definitely takes a specific type of person. I'm the type of person that really is only home to eat and sleep and shower and all that. Other than that, I work a full-time job. I go to the gym straight from work, and then usually sometimes I'm running errands after, so I'm really not here that much. That being said, would I recommend this? Probably not. But if you're in a financial pinch and you think that you can make it work, then by all means, do what you gotta do. In my situation, I just did not have time to look for other options. I was very stressed out, and this was in a good area, good location. So for me, it just made sense. I just thought I'm just gonna do it for a year. It's gonna be temporary, which it is. And now I'm going to be able to move somewhere 3 times the space that this is. So on to bigger and better things.